Rise and shine. I'm starting a new sketchbook today. I'm just showing you my last beginning of my sketchbook, and I've found I really like to do a lemon theme for my front page. But yeah, it's a good feeling to start a new sketchbook and to know that my fat sketchbook is finished with. I asked my Instagram followers to help me pick a new sketchbook, and I had 3 choices: green, pink sparkly, and leaves. And the one that won was the leaves. So if you'd like to join in little polls and things, you should follow my Instagram. I do post extra sketches on there. I also do daily reels, so it's a constant flow of content if you are doom scrolling. I hope you're not doom scrolling. But yeah, so obviously I start with a sketch, and because I prefer drawing peoples and figures, I was like, I'm not going to do a plant scene again. So I decided to do one of my characters, and she's a lemon head. Her head is a lemon. Isn't that cute? But yeah. I definitely have first page anxiety, and my goal for this sketch, because I wanted it done in one day, I was kind of going to let myself off if I have mistakes in the final piece, and I just wanted to have some fun with it. So I go over in my pen and I use, I've got it here, a Staedtler pigment liner, and I quite like it. I like Staedtlers. Why can't you buy just like a fat pack of 0.1 Staedtler fine liners? And why are they so expensive? Can't afford anything. Okay, and I'm cheap. Yeah, anyways, character design. She had to have the trendy little flower choker and then like a little white dress. I tried to do my best to plan out the colours I was going to use as well. I just stick to my pens and my Staedtler 0.7. Just some ASMR drawing time. Yeah, I'm also really against the idea of having more than one sketchbook at a time. I know for some people they kind of have to, but I don't like the idea of having your private sketchbook and then your one to show, because I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like, and I'd never work in the one that I'd want to show because I feel like there's more pressure there. And I'd rather censor sketches in sketchbooks, like just one sketchbook, and I censor things I don't really want people to see, and I'll just have it's like a flip book. I just cover it with one little piece of paper, and then show the good sketches. And especially me, I know how personal a sketchbook can be. Right now it's like a diary, because every drawing, I remember what I was doing that day or what I might have been thinking while I was drawing it. And in really old sketchbooks, when I was going through rough times, you could tell in my sketchbook, but I found that some of my greatest of all time sketches are the ones where I've not been in the best place. And those sketches would have been, if I had 2 separate sketchbooks, one to show, one not to show, those would be in the not to show. And so, yeah, that's kind of why I don't do it, because I know I'll make sketches that I wish was in the other sketchbook because I'd like to show it off. Or I put so much pressure on myself to use the looking good kind of sketchbook, that it turns out forced and stiff and not very nice, and actually I don't want to show it. So yeah, that's like the dilemma. I guess moral of the story is just to have fun with it. Yeah, so sometimes I feel like having some kind of deadline to finish something is like, I feel like it's better just to get a piece done that you're kind of okay with than something unfinished. At least recently, that's what I've been trying to push myself to complete more finished pieces. And so I start off with like sketchbook stuff. I get into the habit a lot with my sketchbook where I know it's a sketchbook. I don't have to finish anything and I can just leave them as messy pencil sketches. But is that where I want my art direction to go? Not really. Kind of want to go into comic making and just general illustrating. That's kind of like what I prefer. And so it's about knowing what you want to improve on and making those steps for improvement, such as you see me painting skin colour. I feel like I'm getting better. I mix the blue and the red and the yellow, and I mix brown in, and then I use water to lighten it. And depending on what other colours I've used, I use that for shading. And that's been my system with watercolour skin tones. I don't know about anyone else, but watching myself paint gives me the ick, because I feel like I'm so messy and slow. So it's like I'm careful and then I'm still messy. But yeah, I mean, I can see all the mistakes I've made in this drawing, but from far away it looks really cool. And the concept is really cool, I think. I was hoping it would come across like she was kind of falling over because her head is so heavy. But yeah, anything to link my my username, I guess. I feel like if you found, like, I had lost my sketchbook, and if you had found it, well, maybe I should put like an @ symbol at the beginning. If lost, please return. But yeah, I think it also sets the tone of the sketchbook. If the cover and the front page is giving slay, then the rest of the sketchbook will give slay. And also, like, I found that looking at old sketches is inspiration. And when you're like well over halfway through a sketchbook, it's easier to get that inspiration because it's already in the sketchbook. But when you start a new sketchbook, it's kind of like, oh, what am I trying to improve here? And so I'm quite a big advocate for making sure you work on your first page as the first page. And if it's messy and horrible, whatever, move on. Because then by the end, you'll see that progression. And I mean, I'm saying all of this because I'm really proud of my my first page. But yeah, it's about that evolution, and that sketchbooks are kind of just there for you whenever you want them to be, and you can totally just mess them up, abuse them, use them in any way that makes you comfortable and in any way that will help you improve. But yeah, that's about it. So if you liked the video, you should like the video. And if you like listening to my ugly voice, then maybe you should subscribe. Yeah, and as usual, all of my links are in the description, including my Ko-Fi page and my Redbubble shop. And yeah, if you want to join in on polls that I might have, you should definitely follow my Instagram. I am very active, considering I post 7 days a week. And feel free to drop me a DM if you want me to put any of your posts that you want to share onto my story. Just let me know. You don't even have to like say anything, you just message, can you promote this post for me? I watched your video, thank you. Sometimes I just like being shown artwork. But yeah, I also like having artwork on my story. So if anyone is wanting to promote a little bit, I can help. Anyways, enough talking. Bye.